Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. Let's see where we go today. We are live at noon today with our Pathfinder group and doing Q&A, pulling cards. Generally a lively discussion. So if you are part of Pathfinders and you haven't joined that yet, please do. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing something special for July monthlies. We're going to be doing a reading of all the zodiac, and then I'm inviting you guys who are part of the memberships to a special Q&A live interactive session with me. And so if you're part of the memberships, check it out below to see how to get involved and get on that live. All right, let's see where we go. Let's see where we go today. Very interesting. Lots going on. Holiday weekend here in the States coming up. Desert Passage. Great adventure. Venture forward. Take a risk. Joy and delight. Open your heart to delight. Some of you may not understand that the way forward is fun and joy. Some of you may be kind of stuck in this desert of, I don't know, direction to go, or I feel like things are difficult, and so I'm staying in this, and I feel like you have a choice, but it is a risk, okay? And that might be why you're standing still, because every move differently than what you're doing right now requires you to take some kind of risk. All right, so let's see where we go with the reading here. Any zodiac signs that do show up, I'll explore those in the extended. Could be for you or another person that you're dealing with. There's an Aries card underneath, Ace of Swords showing up, right? Power, the World, Lovers. Sometimes the bottom of the deck really speaks to me. Page of Pentacles, and then there's the King of Wands. All right, so there's a lot of fire energy here with that fire and Gemini. So Aries, definitely Leo, Sag, and Gemini showing up. This is about aligning with truth. You might want to watch that ancestor reading I did yesterday. I'll put a little link here for you to check it out. But this is about a new way of utilizing your power, okay? So a new way of being aligned with who you are. And it is a choice. It might feel like a risky choice that's being presented to you. Five of Cups could be in love. Five of Cups, Three of Cups, risky because you got hurt before. Three of Wands, 10 of Wands, Fool, right in the middle. And this is the timing card, so that means right now. Same as the ancestor message, Ace of Swords was here, that means right now. So this is kind of an urgent message. King of Pentacles, hi, Judgment, Four of Wands, Nine of Wands. Some of you are holding on. 10 of Wands, definitely. 10 of Wands, 9 of Wands here. And I think the new decision, right, the Lover's card is a choice. You might be being inspired by a person that comes into your life, a new person, a new cycle, being inspired by this person. And even though in the past you are a little bit resistant to making this choice or taking this chance because you got hurt. Love doesn't hurt. And it might be a shift in mindset. In order for you to see this person, you might have to shift your mindset. Okay? And I feel like there's a new way here that's not burning you out, that's not keeping you separate from other people. Let me clarify the Nine of Wands here. Let me clarify the Nine of Wands. Death, definitely big change here. Moon, Pisces, Cancer, the Chariot card. Wow, High Priestess, Four of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. I can't resist. One more. All right, Ace of Wands. So I feel like some of you have had to deal with third-party situations in the past. Some kind of hurtful situation. Maybe you regret it. Maybe you ran away from somebody in the past, and there was something a little out of character for you because you were acting out of fear, or you're acting out of a fear of being hurt. And I think you're putting all that down. 10 of Wands. I think you're putting all of this old mindset down, that love hurts, or that I think you might have taken the wrong lesson from a situation. I think you might have misinterpreted, okay, in the past, a situation that you expected to be hurt, so you left before someone else could hurt you, right? I want to use this for some reason here. I feel like you're ending this kind of fear, campaign of fear, acting in your life out of fear. I'm afraid to contact you. I remember every detail of that day. I hope that you can forgive me one day. I bury myself in work to forget you. Okay, so there's somebody here. These morning readings don't usually reflect any kind of love relationship. Sometimes they do. I mean, but love is, and relationships are the laboratory in which we test out our theories. We learn. We get triggered by other people and situations in order for us to learn. I do think that there was something about a past situation that you've taken all on yourself as, oh, it's all my fault, right? It's all me. And it's sort of like, I'll be alone forever, or I'm never going to fall in love again, or I'm never going to find somebody like this person again. And it's almost like you put yourself in the deep freeze here. Some of you could be, things might not have worked out with the twin or with a very strong soulmate. And you kind of have like pledged your troth, old fashioned word, pledged your troth to that person energetically. Some of you could have been hurt by a situation and pledged never to get in that situation again. So you kind of resist any kind of love that's coming in. And there is somebody that's coming in who is going to be massively interesting to you. Okay, King of Wands, somebody who is here to be a long-term soulmate. And I feel like this keeps coming up, this testing your theories, testing your belief systems, because you might have taken some previous experiences too much to heart as like, oh, it's my fault, but not really learning the lesson, not really taking from this past situation that was painful what you needed to take from it. Some of you might have been ahead of your time with a person, and so that didn't work out at the time. And it was very painful to you because you were sure that this was the right one, and so that might have ended. However it ended, it was just like, okay, this wasn't the right time. Were you ahead of your time here? But what you took from it was, I'm never going to do that again. This was the right person, and I knew it was the right person, and then it ended up disappearing on me or leaving me. And so I'm stuck in that desert. I'm stuck in that belief that that was my person and I'm never going to really love again. And so you keep attracting things that are teaching you lessons without real love, or without that kind of feeling of being safe in another person's company, because that was, there was some kind of destruction of that. And now this is a new path here. And some of you might have just been like, you know what? I'm just going to do my work. I'm not going to really take part in any kind of love relationship because it's too scary for me. It's too scary. And I do feel like some of you have a person from the past that you can't forget, that maybe is not the twin, or maybe is not the thing that really hurt. Okay, there's two things going on here. Some of you really had a bad ending. Whoever it is to you, whatever the label is to you, it was ahead of its time. And some of you ended things or did things that cut you off from it because it was such a powerful experience. It was like it generated too much fear in you. So you literally cut it off. Aries, Leo, Sag, Gemini. And then I see Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Virgo. Okay? So that's an interesting coupling. Aries, Leo, Sag, Gemini, and then Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Virgo. And this can be about those signs. I'll look at those signs in the extended for sure. But this also can be like, okay, in the past there was this passion and there was loving and there was all this kind of stuff, but there was also ego connected to it. There was also, is this right for me? Or this is too close to the sun. You were too close to the sun. Too close to the real deal. And you weren't ready for it. You were absolutely not ready for it. And so now, everything that happens, every kind of relationship you're drawn to, it is a little bit of self-punishment. There's a little bit of, I deserve bad. I deserve to be hurt. I deserve this. And you may not even recognize this consciously. This is an unconscious driving toward people who are going to hurt you, or toward people who are going to, teach you through pain, right? People can teach us in a positive way or in a negative way. You were ahead of your time with this relationship. And then now you're kind of being aware of that. You're being aware that you might have made mistakes or whatever, but it really just wasn't the right time. And so none of these relationships since then have really ever fit. Just never. You've just been like, yeah, no, there's something else out there for me. And it's not that someone wasn't perfect, because people are not perfect. It was more that, no, this isn't home to me. This isn't the person. And whether you look back on this and feel like this was the right person, and so that's keeping you from love, or you look back on this and recognize that it was ahead of you're ahead of your time, no matter what, you keep stumbling down this road of not being happy or not being fulfilled or not being. And so now it's like, okay, you know what? I'm going to manifest in true love. And I'm ready for it now, because what happens is you've learned the lessons of the emotional connection. You've learned things, whereas in the past you might have been reactionary. I'm getting a lot of, recently, what's coming up is a lot of childhood patterns that cause you to reject love out of lack of self-worth or anything like that. And you're finally learning this lesson. You're bringing the lessons consciously. So now you're available. Now you're able to go, okay, I see what I've been doing. I see how this has been working for me or not working for me. And I'm working on the healing of it, so that I can again participate in a relationship where I am connected. I am vulnerable, because vulnerability is how love grows. We trust each other. If you don't feel safe with someone, you can't be in love with them. I'm going to say that again. If you don't feel safe with someone, right? 5 of Cups. If you don't feel safe in love in general, you cannot have love in a relationship. You must be able to have emotional maturity so that you're making yourself feel safe enough to be vulnerable in a love relationship. Otherwise, what you're doing is you're attracting people who aren't the right match. Either you don't care enough about them to really put it out there, to really be invested in the relationship. There's no real intimacy. And so there's no way you can be hurt. Or you attract people who that's all they're about, is hurting other people. Okay? So we're going to take a deeper look at this. I am interested in Aries, Leo, Sag, Gemini, and I'm interested in Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Virgo. This could be like, this is how I was, and this is how I'm going, or I'm moving toward. Let's just see what comes out. Okay, all right, link is below if you want to continue on with me. Otherwise, for Pathfinders, it starts right now. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.